Libra, welcome back for your February reading. If you can hear crows, I'm very sorry, I can't get rid of them. It must be a totem for you guys to look at. Now, those of you who are new, a very warm welcome, and return bees, welcome back. Okay, now as for the banner next to me, it is for the new channel I've launched. It's probably the last month I'll actually have the banner up for the videos, and then obviously I'll mention it in the videos, but I won't have the banner there, and it'll be the new set. I'm telling you, crow totems for you. Generally speaking, when you have a crow energy, they are what, lighting you and protecting you, but it's an old cycle ending and a new one commencing, and you're being guided. And crows love me, so I must be the crow lady. Now, the energy of what's coming through for you, we'll get into in a minute, but if you are wanting a booking on either channel, the link is below. It's the same website for both channels. Scroll down and, geez, scroll down and it takes you through the whole process. Select a booking that you like and a price. It takes you through to checkout. You get a notification, and then just prior to your booking, you will get another notification to remind you. Okay, I'm going to try and quickly get through this reading so you don't get too triggered by the crows that sound like sheep, but in Australia, the crows sound like sheep. Now, whatever you've been manifesting, there's no longer a wait. It's like I said, it's a cycle is ending, a new one is starting. I feel it's going to be very quick. It will be without warning, and it's going to come in and it's going to be like no tomorrow. There won't be time for messages. It's going to be straight to the door. I feel it's going to be word from the direct person, not via SMS, text. It'll be the 3D person communicating directly with you about bringing something together, about the lack of consistency in the past and why situations had been the way they were. I'm also feeling like your emotions are going to be incredibly grounded, whereas before it wasn't divinely guided. And really, I tuned into the aspects of Saturn, and Saturn's all about divine timing, you know. That really was coming through for January, and some of you may have had aspects of communication, some of it by the end of December, and I had seen in 2018, mid-December through to January, there was transformations happening. Now, most of that is moving all the way through to March, where if you haven't, don't get triggered. It's coming, it's merely all connected to divine timing. Emotions are going to be more grounded in a better stance, and the sooner you get your frequency into that, the sooner you're going to attract this abundance of love in your current connection or in the path you wish to move towards. This again can be a person that you really have a very deep spiritual connection with. They're going to be more ready to be faithful within the connection, and they will be more ready to walk the journey with you. I'm hearing Walk the Line, the song, so I'll try and remember to put it below, but if you haven't looked, I think it's a Neil Diamond song. This correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the song I'm hearing. It's like you've had some sense of history with this person, or that's the aspect of, you know, what you're wanting to do with this person, or in general in love. You know, you'll go all the way, and so will this person, providing you're on the same page together. I feel in the past perhaps you weren't. You had released it to universe. You were like, you know what, just take it, because I've got so many 3D things going on right now. I'm doing the very best I can. I'm giving it to universe, and I'm going to let universe directly handle it. Again, this is a very crown chakra, third eye chakra energy I'm seeing coming through, where you're trusting in the whole process of the universe and what's to happen. Again, no communication. So even if you're not, you still have this inner knowing that that's not going to stop you. You're having, I don't know what it is up with you guys the last 2 months with songs, but I'm hearing another song, Get Your Ass Back Home. And I don't know the name of the artist, but the lady has bright red hair. Again, it's like you do what you need to do. I'm doing what I need to do. You may be in a connection. You might be long distance, however this relates. You're doing what you need to do. But don't let the necessary occur. Another fucking song. Seriously, what is up with you guys? I'll do anything necessary for her. You'll do anything necessary for me. But don't let the necessary occur. Okay? Now, as for socialization, again, you might be keeping things very low-key, very close to your chest, really working through the finer details. You might not have time for fun at the moment. You might not have time to get together. They may be doing their thing, you may be doing your thing, but regardless, there's movement, okay? There is going to be communication, but I feel it's more they're going to be talking to people that they directly trust for guidance and clarity just prior to this movement. Now, in the base chakra, your final card, this is really grounding this frequency in where it's the stability of home, the stability of love, the end of an old cycle, the end of worries, hope returning, love returning, balance coming back into the plan. I feel as though you have really either gained clarity or have an inner knowing that you're preparing for what's to come. You're really following your gut when it comes to this. And if you're blocked, especially if these aren't coming through for you, balance the two chakra areas. I feel especially when it comes to your crown chakra and your base chakra, align your chakras to help you get into the 3D nature of the things you need to directly deal with. And I feel that's attracting it back in as well. The trust-based frequency is if you're trying to maneuver yourself through situations and you're blocked, try and give it to universe. Take a breath, release it, and know that whatever's supposed to be coming is coming, and it's the best possible path. Sometimes we can get really triggered and think, universe is blocking us, this isn't what's supposed to be happening, I don't grasp this. Is this a no from universe? It's generally not a no. It's more you're too fast spiritually, or you're advancing too quickly, or your expectations aren't of a balanced nature. It's not a no, it's become aligned, okay? And I talk about that with the twin flame path, that in order to become dual in your energy and balanced, really working through any blocks makes all connections much deeper. You can't change theirs, but if you take accountability for yours, the rest balances out. Now, as for their frequency, the intent is communication. Now, somehow they will try to get a message through to you. Again, they're going to make time to communicate to keep you in the loop. Again, it might be a path that they're not directly committed to, that they're finalising. Delays on a judgment. This, again, I feel was past tense frequency, that they wanted to communicate after something that transpired that was an unjust situation that perhaps was quite, you know, unfaithful, disputes, conflict. It was due to children, and it also was due to not being able to visit and okay, transport. I'm hearing transport. Unable to go somewhere and being stuck. This could have been at a transport level, at a joint family level, at a work level. Now, there was an issue also where there was a loss of a person, and happiness for them now is coming back, but they didn't think it was possible. They almost felt it to be a betrayal if they were to be happy and, you know, not feel that frequency of the sadness. But they feel with you it's not over. This can be in your current relationship. I do feel they're dealing with an accommodation related situation, but it's looking quite good. And especially with your base chakra frequency being there, home life will become more balanced moving through February. So if you are concerned, the balance is coming. Again, watch for your mid-months and get your update with that. But I'm feeling as though go with the flow with it, get your chakras balanced, trust in divine timing, and I do feel everything's going to flow. Again, the update for your love area will come through a week before the middle of the month, hopefully, but it'll be mid-month. And if you need a booking, link below. Love and light.